Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to my space. Happy Tuesday. Happy new moon. It's a new moon today. And you know what new moons mean, right? New moons are all about new beginnings. New beginnings. And where's my stuff? Oh, sorry. Gotta find my stuff. New moons are all about new beginnings, right? This is when the moon is dark, and this is the beginning of the moon cycle. And so it's all about intention and new times and fresh starts. That's what I love, right? I mean, honestly, every single day is a fresh start. If we want to get really technical, every minute is a fresh start. We have an opportunity every minute of the day to begin fresh. And sometimes we do better than others, right? Sometimes we are better than others at remembering that and doing it. And sometimes we want to stay in our funk, and that's okay too. You know what? We're human. We're not robots. We're not machines. And so we will have a lot of human stuff. So it's okay. It's okay if we want to stay in the gunk. But today we want to remember that it is a new moon in Libra, in the sign of Libra. And so we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a moment. I just want to make sure that I'm on here, that I am live. Here I am. Okay. Oh, Jojo's saying hello. All right. So, where are mine? There we go. I had to go for a minute before I could find it. So, how are you all today? I hope you all are having a beautiful week. Oh my goodness. What's your weather like? My weather today is just absolutely gorgeous. It's a little chilly in the house, but oh my gosh, it's so warm outside. I've been out sitting in the sun a little bit off and on this morning. That's my favorite thing to do. Do you guys do that? You guys tell me in the comments. Do you sit out in the sun in the morning? It is like the best light of the day. I mean, I know that dusk, like sunset, is also really, really powerful and wonderful, but that morning sun that is so bright and so warm, you can just feel how nourishing it is. And I love to just sit in it, and it feels so good to it helps my eyes feel better. If I've been reading books. It's so funny, you know how you do things. So I normally don't read books on like a Kindle or something. I like paper. You can see all my writing, I like books and paper and things in my hands and to move the page. So you guys tell me in the comments, how do you read? Are you audiobooks? Do you read online? Do you read a hard book? What do you do? But normally I read physical books. And then I don't know why, like 2 or 3 months ago, I started thinking, I found my Kindle. I didn't have it for a long time. Actually, I didn't find my Kindle. I found an old tablet that I had. And I thought, this could be really nice for like going on vacation if I go anywhere, because I can have a lot of books on one small thing instead of taking like 5 books with me, right? So I started doing that, and oh my gosh, guys, it's hard on my eyes. It's like so hard on my eyes. So I was up really early this morning. My husband got up early, like 4 something. I don't know when he got up to go to the bathroom. And then I woke up and I could not go back to sleep. And so I laid in bed reading on my tablet for quite a while, and it was great. But my eyes just don't love it. They honestly don't love it. They just get kind of murky. So this morning I went out and early in that beautiful, bright morning sun, and I just let my eyes soak in all that sun. And it really does help. It really does help. Oh, Francis. Hi, Francis. Hey, guys. If you're here, say hi. Audio. Oh, I love that. So, what are you listening to now, Francis? Do you mind telling me? So, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm reading right now on my tablet. It's called The Favorites by Lane. What is her name? Or maybe it's not. I assumed it was a female, and that's not good. Let's see. Sorry, guys. The Favorites, a novel by Lane Fargo. And it's kind of fun because I think it's really fun. I actually like the book a lot. It's our book club selection for this month. My wonderful friend Karen chose it. And it's about ice dancing, actually. And it's about ice dancers, and it's really interesting, just this journey of these ice dancers, but it's kind of fun because they talk about two places I've lived most of my life, the majority of my life, Colorado Springs and Salt Lake. So they talk about the Olympic things in Salt Lake, the Olympics in Salt Lake in 2002. And then they come to Colorado Springs for different events. And Colorado Springs has a huge Olympic contingency here. They've got like the Olympic headquarters or something like that is here. So anyway, it's just kind of fun to read it and kind of relive it, because those of you on here, Francis is one of them, we remember the 2002 Olympics in Salt Lake. It was a big deal, and it was really fun. And I think Salt Lake's got the Olympics again, right? Maybe 32, something like that. I don't know, but fun. Okay, Francis just finished Green Lights from Matthew McConaughey. Oh, his that's like his kind of like autobiography type of book. Oh my gosh, I saw that somewhere and I thought, okay, that has got to be a fantastic read. And are you doing the audiobook? Because does he narrate it? If Matthew McConaughey narrates it, I will listen to the audiobook because I love him. I love him and I love his voice. Well, what does he say? I was going to say hello, but that's not what he says. Anyway, I love him, and I think it would be really fun. So are you doing the audio on that one, and is it him? Because if it is, I think I'm going to have to get it. Okay, let's talk about this moon, guys. Oh, I need to take a moment and just kind of feel lots of energy. I'm not sure what it is. Lots of frenetic energy once I got on here. So I'm going to just take a moment and do some releasing and clearing and cleaning and calling in some protection. Ooh, I feel like we all need a nice, beautiful bubble of rose gold today. Not sure what that's about, but that's what I'm feeling. Is we need some rose gold. So let's all take a couple nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, and go down and expand that belly if you can, and really get down deep in there. And on the exhale, constrict the belly, make it small, and at the very end, constrict and let go of everything that any last residual stuff that wants to be let go of. Let's take 3 of those. And with each breath, imagine a bubble of rose gold being put around you. You're surrounded in it. It's this bubble of protection. It's, when we were in grade school and we would hear that, we would say that I'm rubber, you're glue. Anything you say bounces off me and sticks to you. It's kind of that thing, only it's not sticking to others, hopefully, but it's bouncing off of us so that it's not penetrating. It's not able to. We're keeping all of our good stuff and we're not taking on anything that's not helpful. Oh, that feels good. Okay, so Francis says yes and yes. Okay, I will be getting the Matthew McConaughey book. And what is it called? Green Lights. Love that. Okay, so Francis, can you tell me what was your favorite? Is there one thing that he said or that sticks with you that you think about that just really sticks with you from that book? Because I would love to know. Okay, so here we are, 10/21/25. We are in this beautiful new moon, and it is in the sign of Libra. Okay, and Libra is, again, and a new moon is all about intentions. It's about new beginnings. It's about fresh starts. I love new moons. I love all the moon phases, honestly. There was a time several months or years ago when I was really, really affected by the new moon. I was much more affected by the new moons than I was a full moon. I honestly didn't even notice the full moons much. I was really noticing the new moon. But now it feels about 50-50. I notice them equally. So if anybody is here, tell me, is there one of the cycles that you notice more than the other, or is it about equal? Okay. So this moon is in Libra, right? We are fully in Libra. We are almost done with Libra. Tomorrow is the last day of Libra. So this sign is all about, this is a tricky sign. I feel like I can say that because I'm a Libra. I'm a Libra sun sign, right? There are a lot of things that go into, who we are and what makes us who we are and all that. But my sun sign is Libra. And so there are aspects of it that are really, really wonderful, and then some that aren't, like with every sign, right? So Libra loves harmony. Libra loves balance. Libra loves peace. Libra loves beauty. Libra also has a hard time making a decision because it's always about this balance. What's the best thing? If I do this, what'll happen? Blah, blah, blah. And you're like this a lot, right? And that can be a real struggle. And that's part of the lesson, right? Whatever sign we're in, there's positive signs or positive aspects and not so positive aspects. And our lesson in this human life is to figure out how to find the balance and all that. So part of what I know is that it's hard for me to make a decision when I'm not really listening to my intuition, when I'm second guessing it, when I'm doubting it, because my intuition always tells me. And then, I'll go, oh, okay. And then I'll start thinking, oh, but what about this? And what about this? And what about this? So when I get off track, that's why. Okay. So that's my lesson as a Libra, is to remember that my intuition is everything, and that is always the balance and the right choice in that moment, right? It's always the right choice. Now, there's an interesting thing about intuition, and I'm off on a little tangent here, guys, a little bit, but hope it's okay. Our intuition can be such a challenge because it is for us in this moment, right? And what we want our intuition to be for us now and for however long into the future we want, right? We want to know what's right, not only now, but in the future, so that we can make a really good decision that carries us a long time, that we know is good. But unfortunately, that's not the way that our intuition works. And especially now, something changed in 2020. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I haven't really gotten into the why, because I try to stay out of the why for all things, because I don't really feel like there's a lot of, there's not a lot of good information in the why. When we are going to the why, we can really get tripped up. So, oh, guys, I forgot to tell you, if you guys want a card, I have time for 4. Okay, I have time for 4 cards. So if anybody wants a card, please put it in the comment and we'll pull a card for you. But I try not to get into the why, but in 2020, it changed. So like I used to be able to sit with somebody and read for them and say, oh, in this amount of time, this is going to happen. Now, of course, we all have free will, right? And so I could say this is going to happen, but people could make different choices and go a different path, and that wouldn't happen. And that's fine. We all have free will, but it's not, the clarity is not that way anymore. Like I get clarity of things that might happen, but I don't get that absolute clear. Absolutely. This is it. And I think it's purposeful because we're not supposed to know anymore. That's not our job. Our job is not to be able to tell the future. Our job is not to make sure that we make the best decision today. That's going to be the best decision in 6 months or 6 years or whatever it is. All we need to know is right here, right now. What is the best choice for me right here? That's it. And that's not easy. That's really hard. And sometimes it's frustrating because as a Libra, I really want to make the best decision, but we can't know, right? Because energy changes. The energy of today is not what's going to be 6 months from now or even 6 hours from now, right? All the energy can change. So our job is to know right now what is right for us in the moment. Trust that, make the decision from there, and then move on. Okay, so we are in this new moon in Libra. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, thank you so much, Lisa. I love that. Thank you so much. Lisa would like a card. Oh, she's babysitting, but listening. Thank you. And Francis, if you're here and you want a card, I see several people on here. So if you want a card, let's see. Okay. Just had to read a little message there. I want to make sure I was doing it right. So if you want a card, let me know. All right. So we are in the sign of Libra, as I've said several times. Now, the thing that's interesting about Libra and what I want to talk about today is that Libra is governed by the planet of Venus or the archetype of Venus, whatever way you want to look at it. And I love, love, love this because Venus is so, so important. Venus is the brightest, guys, the brightest planet in the sky. So it is the brightest planet for the naked eye. So we can really see her in all her glory. And she's also big and slow. She's slow, which I love because she's deliberate, right? She's not in a hurry. She's not rushing. She's just where she is, confident and bright in that sky, which I love. Venus is the goddess of love, of beauty, of harmony, and she is a peacemaker. Okay. So this is what I want to talk about today is that aspect of being a peacemaker. So I want you to take a moment and I want you to think, where are you feeling out of sorts? Where are you not feeling your greatest? And it can be one area and it can be 5 areas. Just let them all come to you. It could be your health. It could be relationships. It could be your home life. It could be your spirituality. It could be your emotional temperature right now. It can be, what else would there be? Oh, your work. A million things, right? So where are you not feeling peaceful? Where are you feeling a little bit out of balance, right? Because this is Libra. So where are you feeling a little out of balance? So let's think about those. And then let's, okay, Francis would like a card. Hi, Claire. Welcome. So good to see you. I haven't seen you in ages. Let me know if you want a card, Claire. So allow those areas to come into view. And then let's pick one. Let's pick one. And it might be the one that like feels the biggest to you, and it might be one that doesn't feel big at all, but it's what wants to be dealt with today. And this is something that comes up a lot in sessions when I'm working with people is, you know, they come, we all, whenever we go for a reading, myself included, believe me, I'm the reedy, just like you guys are at times. And I go in with specific things, specific things I want to talk about, specific things I want to address, specific answers I want. And oftentimes it's not that simple, right? It's like, okay, well, to get to this answer, we want to look at this first. And that can be a source of frustration, but it's always purposeful, right? There's always a purpose to it. So go with the one that's really calling you the most right now, even if you don't think that it is the most pertinent. Okay. And then just make a little note of it. Just make a little note of it. Okay. So the other aspect of this that I want to talk about. Oh, hi, Belinda. Welcome. Yes, Claire. Absolutely. So Claire and Belinda. Welcome everybody on here. So the thing is, there is with Venus is, like I said, she's the goddess of love, right? And beauty and harmony and balance and peace, being the peacekeeper. And it's all about feminine energy. Okay. So when we talk about the feminine energy, we're talking about the left side of the body. We're talking about the past, like that's like when we're talking about the yin and the yang. The yin is the left side. It's the past. It's all those things. It's also the nurturing part of us. And this is where we can get a little tripped up. Venus calls us to be in real balance, bringing in that Libra aspect with giving and receiving. And that's not always easy. Oftentimes we're really good at giving, not so good at receiving. Okay. But we want to practice that. So what we're talking about today is that aspect. So if you're just joining us, I want you to think of an aspect that feels out of balance in your life. It can be one, it can be more. So health, abundance, relationships, home life, job, anything, whatever it is, emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, all the health, all the things. And just allow one of those to come to mind. Okay. And that's what my challenge for all of us is for this next 2 weeks over this new moon cycle is to take that aspect that's up for us, that's really speaking to us, and find a way that we can make peace with it. Find a way that we can be Venus and bring all the love, all the nurturing to that area and actually receive it, right? Because we are the giver and the receiver to ourselves as well, right? We think about giving and receiving as outside of us. I'm giving to all of you. I'm receiving from all of you. Absolutely 1,000%. And we give and receive within ourselves, right? We give and we receive. And so how can you be the peacekeeper with yourself? How can you be the peacekeeper with what's going on right now? So just be mindful of that. And really maybe take a look at your giving and receiving. I was journaling about that this morning. Like my balance or imbalance of giving and receiving. Because honestly, I haven't really been comfortable with receiving, and I've gotten much, much better, but I'm not great at it. It doesn't feel as comfortable to me as giving. Like I can give all day, every day, but receiving is a little more challenging, and I am improving on that tenfold. But I want to look at that, and I really want to look at that giving and receiving aspect in terms of what was up for me when I sat with where I'm feeling the imbalance in my life. Is it my health, abundant, whatever it is, right? So does that make sense, everyone? Does everyone get what I'm challenging us to for this next 2 weeks? I'm so excited about it. So, okay, we're going to pull some cards. I've got Lisa Francis. I've got Francis. I've got Claire, and I've got Belinda. Okay, guys, and I want to tell you a couple things while I've got you on. And for those of you that were trying to find me last night, I apologize. I don't know what was going on, but I could not get on StreamYard. And I don't want to do these from my phone because I can't see the comments very well. And like it's too hard if anyway, this is so much easier. So, we just pivot. We go with the flow, we roll with it. That's my motto for this year. It's been my motto, roll with it, go with the flow. Okay, so a couple things I want to tell you while I'm figuring out Lisa's card is, so today is the last day. If you've seen anything on my emails or my posts on Facebook or Instagram about my sacred mapping reading, which I absolutely love. I've been doing these readings for years. This is something that I learned when my kids were little. I could not figure out why my kids, there was such a abrasiveness with them. And it, like, everybody's like, well, look at their signs and everything. And yeah, I could see a little bit there, but it didn't really make a lot of sense until I learned about these things called archetypes. And so I really loved them and loved playing with them. And I've done readings for people over the years with them. And they're very insightful and really fun. And then, of course, because I'm me, I had to take that kind of framework and then Micheleify it and add some things and all of my intuition, of course. So this is just a really beautiful reading I call sacred mapping. So it takes aspects of your birth and combines them, and it's really, really fun. So they are on special for $58. So if you've never had a reading like this, it's different than astrology. It's simpler, and which is probably why I like it, because I don't like complicated stuff. That's just me. I love getting a reading, but for me personally, I have a challenge like keeping it, memorizing it, all of that. I'm so amazed at the people who can do it. It's kind of like tarot cards. I love tarot cards. They are so beautiful, but I'm getting better though. I think I honestly am. But anyway, so those are $58 because I'm going to be 58 tomorrow. So we are celebrating. Woo, 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 woo. So 58, and that ends tonight. Got other specials that are coming, but this is a great reading. And I've had so many people take advantage of this reading while it's been on special for the last week or so. And it has been so much fun. Like, we've had great readings, such incredible insight, and like really, really like specific. So if you're interested in that, I guess I maybe should put the link in there, maybe. We will do that. We will do that. We will do that. I'm going to put this in here, and I don't know that all of you will be able to see it, but maybe you will. So there's that. It's coming. Okay. Then the other thing is tomorrow. Okay. My second podcast. Oh my gosh. If you guys listened last week, I so appreciate it, but it is so much fun. I have so much fun. Like, it's a podcast, but it's live. It's fully live. And so, everything can happen. And it did on the first episode last week, but I rolled with it and we had a ball. And I have a really special co-host. So I'd love for you to join me. And I'm going to be pulling cards all afternoon. So, and doing readings. And it's not just going to be pulling cards. It's mostly going to be readings. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of mediumship. I feel like there are people here that are wanting to connect. And so join me. It's on, I'm going to share the link later on my feed. So you can find it there. It's from 12. It starts at 12 p.m. Mountain. So that's 11 Pacific, 1 Central, 2 Eastern, and it does go for 3 hours. Now, I do a lot of stuff. I say some stuff. Last week we did a little breathing stuff. Tomorrow I'm feeling we might do a little meditation. I don't know. It's my birthday. Come celebrate with me and find out. I play lots of music. Okay. And I'm going to do lots of readings tomorrow. You got to be live though. You have to be on the radio station because that's the exciting thing, guys. It's on a radio station. So it really is live. Like it's happening all right there. So join me. I can't wait. And there's going to be some really fun announcements tomorrow about new specials. So, okay, Lisa, it's your turn. Okay, let's see. Ooh, there's a lot, Lisa. So much is coming through. I'm trying to sift it all. I keep seeing the number 3. I'm not sure what that number 3 is about, but it's a number 3. And so March, I don't know what that is, what March is. And then I'm also seeing a C, like an initial C, like cat. The thing that I keep feeling is lighten up. Like, I feel like lighten up in 2 ways. I feel like there's one area that's a little bit cluttered and that needs to be cleaned up. So like pay some attention to that, and not like in a big way, like set a timer for 20 minutes and go in and do what you can and then come out and have a break. And then if you want to go back, set the timer for 20 minutes again, go in and do some more. Okay. But lighten up. So that's physically. And then emotionally, like where can you be that peacekeeper? That's what keeps coming to me. Where can you be that peacekeeper that just says it's okay? Like you're perfect. We don't need to solve this right this minute. Okay. And the card that I'm using. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm using this deck because I felt like we needed massive amounts of magic today. I don't know why with this new moon in Libra, but we needed magic. So I pulled this Wisdom of Avalon deck, which whenever I'm feeling like I need magic, I go to this deck because this is the deck of magic to me. This is all about like, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and Merlin and all of that. So that's what we need today. And Lisa, look at what came. Queen. Can you see that? It's all about the feminine. It's all about that beautiful, beautiful feminine energy, which goes right along with where we're at right now in this Libra new moon, and Venus, right? Venus, the essence of Libra. So you're the queen. Allow yourself to be the queen. Woo, I love that. Oh, and by the way, I got to say, this was a jumper. This was a jumper card. So for those of you that don't know, when when I'm shuffling and a card jumps out, that's the card. I stop and that's the card. Hi, Denise. Welcome. No problem. Welcome. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Denise, I'm only pulling cards for 4 people today, and I've got them. Francis, let me just make sure. Francis, Claire, and Belinda, you guys are still here. Please put that in the comments. But Denise, you're in luck. I'm going to be doing readings tomorrow on my podcast, Michele in the Middle. It's on Wednesday, hump day, Michele in the Middle. I love it. And so if you join me live there, I'll be happy to read for you. You'll be the first one. Okay. So Lisa, I got that deck from you in San Diego. Oh, you did? Oh, I love that. You can't make this stuff up, you guys. I love it. Okay. Belinda's here. Claire is here. And there's Francis. Okay. Yeah, Denise. So you know what? I will share the link with you once I post it. I'll share it with you so that you make sure and have it at the handy. Okay. All right. So now we're Francis. Francis, it just feels my brain Like the minute that I tuned into your energy, my brain just felt so heavy and like so chaotic, so much. And just like loud and chaotic and so much movement. And I'm going to say, we've got to be the peacekeeper with this. So where can you press pause? Where can you be okay with not having everything figured out right in the moment? Oh, I think I know. Doesn't Matthew McConaughey say, all right, all right, all right. So where can you be all right with where you are right this moment and not worrying? Oh my gosh, can you guys, sorry. Can you hear that clock in the background? So that's my dad's clock. It's just a little, like a mini grandfather clock, but it was always in my mom and dad's house. And it's, I love it because every time I hear it, I think of my dad and my mom, but it needs a new battery. It sounds horrible. Can't make this stuff up. I love it. Okay. Lisa, thank you. Love you. We'll talk to you later. Okay, so Francis, so that's what I'm feeling with your brain. Where can you make peace with that? And the card that goes along with this, focus. Okay, you can't make this stuff up. So the first thing that I want to mention about this beautiful card is that it is green. You see all that green? See all that green in the trees, and it's just beautiful. So that's the heart chakra, that's love. And focus. So to me, this says, what do you want to focus on? So don't forget, guys, whatever we focus on grows, right? So we want to be really intentional about what we want to focus on. What do we want to grow? Do we want self-criticism to grow? No, absolutely not. So we don't want to focus on that. We want self-love to grow. We want compassion. We want peace. We want fun. We want all those things. So that's what we want to focus on. So set that intention, Francis. And then when you notice that your brain's not there, press pause and move to one of those that you want to grow. That is such an important reminder for all of us. What we focus on grows. So, I tell a lot of my friends and loved ones that are really in all the political stuff, which, I have no problem with that. I'm not. I'm in the middle. Not that I don't have opinions and beliefs and think one way or the other, but I try to come to the middle where I'm like, isn't that interesting, rather than being in it, because I remind them spiritual law, whatever we focus on grows. So if you don't like something and you're focusing on it and talking about it all the time, guess what? Opposite of what we want, right? So just be mindful of that today. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on, what are you giving your time, attention, and energy to? Something that you want to grow or something that you wish wasn't as big? Okay. All right. So Francis, I hope that helps. Okay, Claire. Okay, guys. And if you have any questions about any of that stuff, the podcast or the reading, that sacred mapping that I absolutely love. I've been having so much fun doing that. Ends today, on sale for $58 because we're celebrating me. Let me know. Okay, Claire. Claire, is something, I'm not sure if this is you, but I keep feeling something on my right arm. Like it just feels heavy. Not like pain, just like heavy. Like I'm, if I want to lift it, it's hard. Does that make sense? I don't know what that is, but it's the right side. So that's all about the yang, the masculine, and the future. And to me, it just feels like, let's bring in more yin. Let's bring in more of that feminine, more of that softness, more of that stillness, more of that nourishment, more of that receiving is what it feels like. Okay. In your hands, like your hands too. Have you been having like discomfort or cramps or anything like that in your hands? You can just let me know. Thank you guys so much for being here. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. If you guys weren't here, I'm just talking into the void, and I don't want to do that. I do not want to talk into the void. Okay, Francis, thank you so much. Love you. I tend to forget too. It's easy to forget. Claire says not sure. Had left side issues last week. Oh, that makes sense. So which part makes sense, Claire? I'd love for you to fill me in on that. So it feels like too much in the masculine. Feels like it's heavy on that side. So too much in the masculine. So lighten up that, find that balance, right, of the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine. And like, where are you not receiving? That's what I keep getting, Claire. Okay, communication. Look at that beautiful card. You can't, let's see, can you see it over there a little? No. There's a little better. All those beautiful, it's like fall. This card is like fall colors and it's gorgeous. And to me, what that card is saying is communication with yourself. Communication with yourself first and foremost. Like, how are you in communication with your body? That's what it feels like. Let's look at that communication with your body and where we need to bring balance into that and where we need to just ground that communication. And don't forget, okay, there's two parts to communication. There's speaking and there's listening. So, where are you not listening? Where can you listen a little more? So let's see. Not hands, abdomen cramping and severe pain all last week. Okay. Okay. Too masculine. Okay. Yeah. And all the cramping, the abdominal stuff, that's your place of personal power, your solar plexus. So where can you communicate with yourself and find how your personal power is out of balance, how you're trying to be too much in action and not enough in the stillness and the receiving, the giving and not enough in the receiving. Oh, hi, Teresa. Oh, my goodness. So happy you're here. Thank you. Thank you. Teresa signed up for one of my sacred mapping readings, and I'm so excited that she did that. And so, Teresa, I'm so sorry. I only have time for 4 card pulls today, and I've got my 4. But I'm going to be on my podcast tomorrow at 12 p.m. Mountain Time, and at about 1:30, I will be doing readings. So I would love for you to do a reading. I would love to do a reading for you if you would like that. And if it's possible, Teresa, I'll send you the link if you want to join live. And I'm going to put this on here because I'm going to send it also to Denise. I do not want to forget. And to Teresa. Or Teresa, as my family calls her, because Teresa makes the most fabulous gluten-free and vegan treats you've ever had. I am not kidding, you guys. Like, if you're in Salt Lake, a dash of TLC is her Instagram. You want her treats. And I shouldn't even say that. Maybe Teresa's busy and I don't know. But follow her. And if she's making treats and has extras, grab them. My husband and my son are so picky about anything that's different, like gluten-free, vegan, and whatever. And I had tasted her treats and knew what they were. But I'm like, I'm just going to get some and bring them home. And she makes these brownies. Oh my gosh. Like, I miss Teresa and her treats. We love Teresa. But my husband and my son flipped over them. And then when I told them that they were vegan and gluten-free, they didn't believe me because they're that good. They're like, I don't even want to say they're good for gluten-free and vegan. They're the best across the board. Phenomenal. So, find her. a dash of TLC. Okay. Yes. And I would love it if you can, and I appreciate it. And no, it's not sweet. It's true. It's the absolute truth. Okay, Belinda, are you here? Okay, Belinda, I feel like there's a few things to make peace with. There's somebody that's a male that's from your past. I feel like there's two males from your past, that something within the last like either 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months has come up, and you're being called to make peace with it. And so with them, and with this, not necessarily with them, you're not being called to like forgive them. You're being called to find the space of peace with them for your own sake, for your own mental, emotional, physical health. Sometimes it's hard for us to forgive, and we're not going there. It's just about finding peace. So coming to the middle, maybe suspending, when I think about moving to the middle, guys, what I think about is, I think I know the situation. I think I know what's right. I think I know whatever the thing is. And so when I move to the middle, it's just me saying, you know what, I'm just pressing pause on that and just coming to the middle where I'm just going to be free of it all, right? Because some of these things, even when we know what we know, we think we know, it's heavy. So two situations with males, and it feels like they're males that are from your past, but they're currently still here. So at least one of them is. So I don't know if that makes sense, Belinda, but that's what you're being called to. What a perfect card. So this is the Goblin, and this is about all of the ways like that. Sorry. All the ways that we feel like we've been, the ways that we've been wounded, right? And those, when we've been wounded by someone or something, and then something happens and that wound is fresh again, that's the Goblin. It's our Goblin, and it's like our little, toddler self throwing a tantrum. So how can we, nurture that part of you, right? And how can you be the peacemaker? And the way that you be the peacemaker is you come to the middle and you tend to this part of you, right? And you don't give all the power to those situations. Not that we're not focused on them or that we won't be working with them, but we want to take a moment and come to the middle. Does that make sense, Belinda? I hope that helps. And oh my goodness, thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it. If you want one of those sacred mapping readings, I put the link there. There's also a post on my on my page. You can go find it on my Michele Snelling page, either on Facebook or Instagram. It's there, and those end tomorrow. All right. So, or no, no. Back up. They end today. The $58 special on those, and that kind of a reading that is pretty phenomenal reading, if I do say so myself. Like I said, I've taken little bits of this, these archetypes that I learned years and years ago, and I've Michelified it and zhuzhed it up in my way, the way that only I can do. And so it's really fun, and it's $58 for celebrating. And guess what else I'm celebrating this year, guys, that I realized earlier? 15 years of me doing this beautiful work and professionally, which is pretty phenomenal. It's been 15 years. I can't believe it. In some ways, it's like, whoa, it's really been that long. And in other ways, it's like, it's only been 15 years. I mean, I've done so many thousands of readings. And I'm honored and humbled and grateful for every single one of them. So I would love to do a reading for you. This is a beautiful time of year to have a reading. People say the veil is thin. I think the veil is always thin. But what I do know is that it's thin this time of year because we are open to it, right? We kind of expect it. It's October. It's All Hallows Eve. It's All Souls Day. It's Dios de los Muertos. So it's, the veil is thin. So this is a wonderful time because we're open to receive. We were talking about reception, right? So during this new moon, these 2 weeks of this new moon, this is a beautiful time to get a reading under the sign of Libra, where it's all about opening up the receiving channels. So you can get the sacred mapping or just a regular one, whatever you want. Let me know. I'm here. Thank you so much. Belinda says, oh, yes. It makes sense, all of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Belinda, for letting me read for you. And join me tomorrow, guys, on my podcast for live readings. And thank you, Denise. Shirley said her reading was fabulous. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I had such a fun time reading for Shirley. It was really fun. So beautiful, a beautiful reading. And see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a beautiful new moon.